We are live at the CSI Pro Arena in the Grand Ballroom of the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino. CueSports International, the Expo featuring the BCA Pool League World Championships, USA Pool League National Championships, and of course this Diamond Las Vegas Open 10 ball. 128 players started out. This is a third round, one lost side match. It is double elimination, race to 7, with alternate breaks. They are using world standardized rules, so there will be no early 10 balls. Match is Max Eberle and Ruslan Chinahov. From Russia, from Moscow, from Las Vegas is Max. From Moscow, of course, is Ruslan. Max plays with a Muchi, breaks with a Predator, and Ruslan plays with a Mez Exceed. We are sponsored by Diamond Billiard Products, Kamui, JB Cases, Omega Billiards, WPA Association, World Pool Billiards Association. Max has been hitting the balls real good. He was up for a stint for the Mosconi. He had a shot to make the team. Wasn't selected, and the U.S. of course went on to win this year. It's been a pleasure sitting in the booth with Jeremy Jones doing commentary. This, by the way, is George Tejea. And I believe I want to be flying solo tonight unless we can get Michaela to join us for a little bit, but she's busy refereeing the match. I'm not sure that she's a presiding referee. She's just there in case they need her. Max likes to let people know that if you go to ProPoolAcademy.com, you can find some lessons there and get a hold of him. He gives lessons. Ruslan, I see from time to time at these events, always working hard at playing pool. Both players have played 2 matches, 1 loss, 1 win. Max lost to Alex Kazakis 7-6, defeated Miko Evans. Ruslan defeated Mike Robinson 7-1, and then lost to Junling Chang 7-4. So they're both seasoned. It's both of their in this tournament, but this is the first time on the stream table, and we're taking off now with Max's break. It looks dry. Cut shot on the 1 if he chooses to take it, with position on the deuce. He's going to have to hit that 3 ball, going 2 rails. He'll survey the situation. He might choose to play safe. He's got a couple of different options: the cut, the bank, or a safe. He went with the safe. Wise choice, although he has left a fairly, as jump shots go, it's not a real bad one, but I'm not sure Max jumps that much. He might choose to kick this. Yeah, he might choose to kick this 1 rail off the head rail, as he just pointed out. Predator is also one of the sponsors. From time to time, look at the balls, look at the reflections. There's 7 new Predator lights. Oh, that time clock, which is a 30-second time clock, made him shoot up in the air there. He heard that go off, and he had time to aim. Because I think when the first buzzer goes, they've got like 5 or 7 seconds? I'm not 100% sure. Well, this gives Ruslan ball in hand. In this all-important race to 7. This is their fighting for the tournament of life. This tournament will take place till the 14th. It's over then, and then on the 16th we start the Predator World 10 ball. 64 of the finest players on the planet have been invited to play. Out of the WPA rankings, we have 19 of the top 20 players here on site at the Rio. Ruslan looks pretty smooth. He hit balls for about 20 minutes on this table, so he should have it gauged pretty well. I believe Max hit about a rack, maybe two. Table has been playing exceptionally well. It's very fast, lightning fast. On this Predator cloth, along with the Predator balls and the Predator lights. Great arena back here in the Grand Ballroom at the Rio. You can see in the background there. There's some fans up there watching. Ruslan making pretty quick work. Over on the right, you have Fedor Gorst sitting there watching. And looks like Ruslan is going to steal Max's break and take the first game. The numbers on the bottom of your screen, you have the their Fargo rates. Max is rated a 754. Ruslan is a 792. About 40 points, 38 points difference. And thus the percentage you see next to it. Fargo rate says there's a 77% chance that Ruslan will win this match. Max, of course, the underdog at 23%. And you'll see those change with as the score gets entered. $40 points is about one game handicap the way Fargo does their ratings. In a race to 7, you would probably have to give up a game on the wire. Well, he's broken the balls very well. Parked the cue ball in the middle, made a side pocket ball, made a corner pocket ball. From what I can see from his break, the two balls behind the spot will go to the side pockets. One or the other should go in. And then the two corner pockets on top will get another ball, and of course the four railer. But he's broken the balls very well, has a very nice shot on the one. The three is a little tricky getting on it. You'll just have to put a little bit of right English on it to come over, maybe into the 6. And he's going to come straight down and play the 3 in the same pocket. We've had some great matches on the stream for you. Yesterday we had Ko Ping Chung versus Darren Appleton, Skylar Woodward, and Carlo Beato. That was an exciting match. And went Hill, Shane Van Boning, Francisco Bustamante, Albin Ocean, Fedor Gorst. Today we've had some great matches. Joshua Filler and Hayato Ichikata, James Aranas and Chris Smelling, Tyler Steyer and Naoyuki Oi. And Ruslan looks like he's going to work his way to a nice break and run. He doesn't want to nibble this 8 out of that pocket, I don't think, unless he wants to send it right to the corner. He's working his cue ball on a string. He's just playing dead line. breaks and runs as he takes advantage of Max's break and then breaks and runs his own rack. Oh wait, I'm sorry, he broke and ran that all the way. He took advantage of Max's break last time and won, so it's 2 games for him. 2-0. We've got somewhere in the next few days, we'll have somewhere between 5,000 and 7,000 players here at the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino, playing in the matches here, teams, singles, and they are taking lots of precautions with what's going on around the world and in groups. They're wiping the tables down after every game, sanitizing what they can, where they can. Well, Max wants better results than last time. He kicked that one ball and had to kick that one ball after a safety and by Ruslan, and missed it this time around. He's broken the balls, got kicked over. There goes a 6-2. He's made a few balls. Made 4 balls on the break. And the one ball is extremely available. He just got to work the cue ball, has to work the cue ball down for the 4 on the opposite side of the table. The 7 might come into play if he goes rail first here and tries to go 3 rails. He's drawing the ball down by the 9 for the 4 ball in the middle of the table on the bottom rail. Well, he went 2 rails and it looks like it's going to come up just right. Wow. That was an extremely well-gauged shot to go 2 rails for position there. Well, he's gotten where he's going to have to run down and up for the 7. I don't think he wants to draw this back. He's got just a slight angle. So he's going to use a little bit of inside right and follow, coming up he goes. I thought that 10 ball might, well, it was a concern. Thus the English he used. Didn't want to strike it. Max being rather methodical, and it looks like he's going to work his way through this rack. I'd like to say effortlessly, but there was 2 shots in that run. The 1 ball, and then position on that 7 ball. That was pretty nice. It took a little extra stroke. And Max puts together a break and run of his own. So for those of you that enjoyed that, keep in mind, ProPoolAcademy.com. Max plays with the Mucci. He likes to practice here in Las Vegas. He lives in Las Vegas. And he practices at good times. Another sponsor of Ruslan's, who's racking the balls now for you, is Kaspersky, a cyber security system. Sponsors him, enables him to make all these tournaments and travel the world playing pool. Ruslan is 28 years old compared to Max's 47. If those of you, some of you are concerned about age making a difference, there's an 18-year span. His last break was exceptional. Let's see how this one is. Every bit as good. He's even going to have a great shot on the one. The 2-ball sets up for him. Oh, wow. These guys break like this. These look really good. You can even see Max admiring that break. He's looking at it like, wow, that's a good break. Makes the 1-ball and should be able to get on the 2, and you might be able to call it a roadmap after that. This just lays out so pretty. He'll probably do exactly what he did last track and be in perfect line the whole way, because each ball leads to the next. This is with a smooth. He's staying on angle. He has an angle to go to an angle for the 6, for the 7. Wow. Beautifully done. Now just follow this for the 7. Pretty much make sure he gets off the rail when he shoots the 7 for the 8. Doesn't want to be on the rail. So he can get real good on the 9 to pretty much just stun it for the 10. And see, this guarantees him he's going to get off the rail. If he gets straight in on that 7 ball, it's hard to get the cue ball off the rail. So straight in is not a good thing, except on the 10 ball. He can bring it back and play that 9 in the side, or he can kind of go forward a little bit and play the 9 ball in the corner. Either way he wants to do it. They're both rather available. This, of course, is a much easier shot than the one in the corner would be, but they're both at this level should be made. Well, so far the score is 3-1, and I've seen more break-and runs in this match than I have seen in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matches that I've commentated so far this tournament. And it's only the 4th game. We've watched, I think I read off the guys that were playing, but you've seen some of the best players in the world here. Ko Ping Chung, Skyler Woodward, Shane Van Boning has been on, Albin Ocean, Feder Gorst, Joshua Filler, James Aranas, Chris Milling, Naoyuki Oi, who played exceptionally well against Tyler Steyer. Had he been playing that AccuStats, he probably would have shot a 985, 990. Jason Shaw, Jeff DeLuna. So we've had some great players so far this tournament. So this tournament is loaded with champions because they're all warming up for the Predator World 10 ball that starts the 16th and goes on through the 20th. As I said before, both players have had 2 matches. They've got 2 matches under their belt so far this tournament. Both won 1 and lost 1. Max lost his opening match to Alex Kazakis from Greece. 7-6. A game, hard-fought battle. And Kazakis has been playing pretty hot. He's been doing very well overseas. And he defeated Miko Evans, player I'm not familiar with. Ruslan lost to a very fine player, Junling Chang. And defeated Mike Robinson 7-1. Max again with the good break. Shot on the 1. Great start. Down 1 game. We'd probably be tied up had he broke the same way the first game. He's playing safe off the right side of the 1, going behind the 3. And he's hit it with very good speed, but it's an accessible ball. He can go 2 rails above the right where he's aiming. And he's looking to go 2 rails to kick that ball. I don't know if he'll call it in the side or in the corner, or if he'll even bother calling it. But he's going to try to hit the top side of the 1 as you're looking at it. He's calling it in the corner, trying to hit the top side, keeping the cue ball up on top of the table and creating a lot of distance, and hopefully to get behind either the 5, 7, or 3 with the cue ball, or kick the 1 ball behind the 210. Well, he's kicked it right there and right to the side instead, and has not left on a fence. Well, if he chooses to, he could choose to bank this in the side. And actually, it's not a bad shot with a 9 ball there to hold for the deuce. Max can get pretty aggressive, but he's pretty cagey with the safeties. And that's what it looks like he's playing. Yep. He's going to leave a window, though. He can see Ruslan can see the 1 ball. I was going to say he's got a nice kick on the 1, but that cue ball got up a little bit to where he'll have to maybe swerve the ball to kick the 1 ball out of there. You can see that at 3-1, Ruslan is now an 86%. At 86% as far as his winning percentage, according to Fargo. Has to try to avoid the 5 here. Or he could use it. If he hits, he has to hit it real thin, though. So he's done very well. Wow. What a great shot right there to just draw that ball, to pinch it over and just come off that rail with English right at the 2 ball. Now he'll come out of the left-hand corner to the middle of the table for the 3. They better run. It ran enough. Nice camera view there. Vince Roca for our production manager, making good use of the cameras. And Ruslan making good use of his cue ball. Both gentlemen in black slacks, nice shirt, representing well. Something we like to see, especially in arenas like this where everything is set up so nice, so professional. And he stole another one of Max's breaks. So he's broken run twice, and he's stolen 2 of Max's breaks for a 4-1 lead. This is rack your own, so the players have the template that they're using for 10 ball. There is a 30-second time clock, and I've only heard the beeper warn them, I think, twice. So they're both playing. Both players are playing pretty fast. There, is that better, Doug? Okay, Ruslan's breaking the balls now. I guess I had to just have a little swallow of water. And there's that 4 ball going to the side pocket. Didn't quite go, but the 1 ball does, so does the 7. And so he makes 3 balls on the break. The 3 ball very available. The 4 ball in front of a pocket. The 5 ball out in the middle. Wow, with a break like this, we're going to see a lot of break and runs, folks. Those 20 minutes he spent practicing on this table sure settled him down for the speed on this table. He's playing it very well. This looks just awesome. If he gets good on this 8 ball, it's just and he does. Just letting the cue ball roll naturally for position on the next shot and falling on it just right. Good shot of those brand new diamond tables. 8 tables brought in just for this tournament. They'll be used for this Diamond Las Vegas 10 ball, and of course for the Predator World 10 ball coming up the 16th through the 20th. And that's the 3rd break and run for Ruslan Chinahov from Moscow, Russia. So Max has the pleasure of racking his own balls there. The only time he won a game, he was able to break and run them. He's lost 2 of his breaks, and he broke and run 1. Out of his 3 breaks, he's lost 2. Let's see how he does here. See if he can tie up the score with break and runs and the opposite, which he does not want to do, especially trailing 5-1. Chinahov is now at a 97% chance of winning this match. Basically saying the door's closing for Max to get through. Uh-oh. Thank you, 5 ball. Looked like that cue ball was headed right for the pocket. And it also looks like he did not make a ball. And is a little, he's behind the 4 ball. I wonder if he tries to swing this over and cut the 1 ball in off the rail. No, he's too far out. It's too far over to the right. He's going to push and let Max choose his fate. I think Max will cut the right side of the 1 and bring the cue ball, try to bring the cue ball behind the 2-7, which is the top part of your left hand part of your screen on the, as you view the table from this angle. It's going to take a mighty thin cut to come that far over. He has taken his extension. They get 1 per game. When the beeps start going off, if they get up from the shot, on the last beep, if they get up from the shot and they're not already down, that's when there's a foul. We've got some great matches going on. We have Francisco Bustamante, a Chinese Taipei player. Yay. We've got, I believe Earl was playing over there. You got Torsten Homan in action that I can see from here. And Max put the 1 ball down. And got himself ball in hand on what looked to be an easy hit. But he wanted to hit it real thin and come up. He wanted to hit the 1 ball up by the 9 on the rail, and the cue ball slide over behind the 2-7. Well, here's a chance for Max to steal 1 back. Unfortunately, he's going to be stealing his own break back. It hurts more when you win on the other guy's break in this alternate break format. It's a thin cut. He should be able to handle this and get on this 3 ball. And down. I'm wondering if he's going to bump that 8 ball at all. Yeah, just like that. To make sure he opens that up. He did a great job. Bumped it just right. Got perfect on the 4. He'll come up for the 5. He's got to avoid that 9 ball, so he'll want to come underneath it and over to the side, I think. Oh, he's drawing the ball. Just going to stay right there and take the long shot. I thought he'd work his way underneath the 9 and get a little closer, but no need. It's right in front of the pocket. A little bit of right spin here will get him to where he needs to go for the 6, and then everything opens up. The 8, the 9, and the 10 are right in front of a pocket. Well, he just moved the 8, and he got a helpful bump. Ouch. And just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water, the Russian comes to the table. So instead of winning on his break, which was very important at this stage, he's got to hope for almost a miracle here. Mr. Chinahov will be on the hill after these two balls are pocketed. And Fargo will say that it's almost certain that he will win this match at 6-1. In which case, Max will be out. Lost his first match, won a match, and could possibly go down with this one. Players work hard to come to these tournaments, and they have good expectations. In this tournament, if you win 2 matches, you're pretty much in the money because they paid 32 places. First place is 17,000. The 25th through 32nd gets 300. There goes the 2 ball. The 1 ball is going to set up right in front of the pocket. The final match in this tournament will be a race to 9, a single race to 9. So he doesn't have to, you don't have to double dip anybody. Just beat him a race to 9 in the finals. But that's 2 days from now. That'll be about this time, Saturday night. Well, Mac's hopes are on the 7 and the 9. Now with the 10 ball in front of a pocket, he doesn't have to worry about it too much because it'll spot up if he makes it, and he has called the 10, but it's not a win. And we've had a couple of players in the very opening match. Darren Appleton, close to the end of the match, pocketed a 9-10 combo and raked the balls. And that's when we all learned, oh, we did not want to follow that in. Now he's got a little bit of a shot that he has to come with to make the 5 and either break out the 10 or break out the 8 or get position where he can play a safe off of it. But going back to my little story about Darren Appleton, he made the combo 9-10, raked the balls. He was playing Ko Ping Chung, and Ko Ping Mi, excuse me. He was playing the little Ko. He might hang that. He did hang it, trying to break the 7 ball out. Well, either way, it was up, since we didn't have a presiding referee at the table, it was up to little Ko to call a foul. He did not. And so, since the balls had been raked, and nothing was said, they awarded the game to Darren. But Darren went on to lose the match. And then a couple matches later, I believe, Sky Woodward shot a 110 combo. Did not touch the balls. Fortunately, he kind of started walking off, and he was told that, no, that's not a win. So he just proceeded to run out anyway. And he, too, I believe, lost that match. It was against Carlo Beato in a heel-heel battle where there was 3 balls left on the table for the win for Sky, and he didn't make a carom shot on the 9 ball, playing shape on the 8, hitting the 8, caroming the 9, and Beato put that game away and took the match. This looks like he'll bring the ball back, shoot the 10 ball over here to the left-hand corner pocket. Don't want to be on the rail. I didn't say a word about that shot because I didn't want to give him the commentator's curse. But Max puts one away, and now at 6-2, gets to break the balls. One of these players will be back tomorrow. The other one will be in the stands. Probably entered in the CSI 8-ball, 9-ball, or 10-ball singles. It starts next week. I think the 18th. Teams come in next week. We'll have all kinds of players here, all kinds of people. Keep in mind, we are sponsored by Diamond Billiard Products, Kamui, JB Cases, Omega, World Pool Billiard Association, WPB. This is CSI's Expo, CueSports International. Parent company of the BCA Pool League and their World Championships, the USA Pool League and their National Championships. And Max Eberle breaking the balls for this match, trying to stay alive. How sweet a break and run would be. There goes the deuce. He's got a good shot on the 1. The 3-ball lays up. If you're going to get a break and run, this is a rack you want to do it with. The 1, 3, 4, 5 are all right up on top. The 6 on top of the upper part of the table. The 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 are on the bottom side of the table, lower half, and pretty much lead from one shot to the other. The 1 stop, the 3 stop, the 4 just get off the rail, follow the 5 down, the 5, 6, up for the 7, over for the 8. And it all speaks for itself from there. But there's also the pressure of this pro arena and the opponent sitting across from where he was. These guys handled it pretty well, though, I guarantee you. But they still feel it. That's why the repetitions of hitting ball after ball after ball. And Max does it at Good Times Billiards here in Las Vegas. He's come down too far for this 5-ball, and or not far enough. Yeah, that 5-ball's in a place where you didn't want to play in the set anyway, so he didn't hit that ball hard enough at all. It's going to be a steep cut, and he wants to land the cue ball on the right side. He's going to spin down. Tough shot with outside English. Made it. Very, very nice. Cue ball. Oh. This is tight here. It's a thin cut. It's going to be hard to get up to the middle of the table. Unless he spins this ball quite a bit. He might choose to bank it. Called an extension. I don't know. I don't think I'd shy away from a bank here. It cuts in the corner for sure, but it's also a very available bank, and it guarantees you shape. If he cuts this in, he's not guaranteed shape. He's cutting it in, looks like. And there's your, well, you did okay. You got a couple of bumps. You got a bump there. Bumped the 7, bumped the 10, and ended up straight in to the side pocket. All he has to do now is get on this 8 ball and then up a little bit for the 9. Nice speed. Same type of shot. Goes a little further with the cue ball, and he's straight in on the 10 for the opposite corner. And a little light. It's a steeper cut than he really wants. At this level, though, this is a makeable shot, very makeable shot, and should be made. And Max gets a break and run. In some leagues, that's a patch. Ruslan leading 6-3. A 98% chance of winning this match at this point, at this juncture. Chinahov will have this break and at least, I believe, 2 more. Because this, yeah, he'll have 2 more breaks. 1 more after this. There goes the 6. What other ball went in? 6 and the 2. Straight in on the 1. And the way he's worked the cue ball, he's had 3 break and runs. This could very well be his 4th. These Predator balls have played very, very well. The players seem to be very content and happy with them. The cloth, also by Predator. After all, this is a warm-up too. The Predator World 10 ball starts the 16th through the 20th. Wow, once on this 5 ball, this table sets up so nicely. Absolutely perfect. Pretty much a stop shot for the 8. Unfortunately for Max, these 3 balls lay pretty easy. The only hope here is that he travels the cue ball too far, has to back cut the 10, and is unsuccessful. But Ruslan plays it absolutely perfect. Join us tomorrow on the live stream, folks. Great match by Ruslan Chinahov and Max Eberle. George THS signing out for the night. Have a great time. Thank you, CueSports International.